Hey, Apple, how you doing? How's it going? What are you talking about, you idiot? Hey, James, how you doing? I was talking to Michelle a while ago. She wants to come up and party. She wants to live life to her fullest, maximize her potential. I said, let's do it. I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to help her along. I turned this thing on a little early because it takes a while for people to come on and stuff. Can you hear the music at all? Should I turn it up a little, or is that good? Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? I don't know if this is bright enough or what. I just went to Walmart. Got a bunch of groceries. Fucked around, got some chicken. Well, that Cybertruck, yeah. I don't think I'd want one of those, though, to be honest with you. Hey, get a Mega Million. Tonight's the drawing. 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. I think the drawing's at 11. Make sure I check these things. I just went to the gas station. Oh, it's actually the Mega Plier. That's all right. That's all right. You still just get one ticket for the Mega Million. I don't give a fuck where it's at. You don't need to get, man, I hate this Google messaging. So terrible. For all the shit they have out there. And then this fucking bullshit. No, I don't think I'd want one. No, fuck those things. I'm plugging them in, all that fucking bullshit. No, but go get one, Frisky, no matter what. Where's Jamie? I hope Jamie comes on tonight. Michelle's going to be here. Hey, Deadly, how you doing? Oh, same to you. Hey, no, get a Mega Million. You got 3 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. 1.2 billion. Holy mother of God. Hey, can you hear that music? I can hardly hear it. Can anybody hear this music? Oh, good. You want to come up, Deadly Queen? It's a party, man. Let's bring some new people up. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Can you hear it? Usually I can hear it a little bit. I just turned the heat up here. I had it low set. I can't sleep good if it's up where it's warm enough where you're not chilly like now. Oh, you like the background? Oh, good. That's good. Michelle's going to be up here in a few minutes. Yeah, get a Mega Million now. This is serious. I got some. I didn't buy as many as usual. I didn't want to fuck around the gas station that long. I got $100 worth. So 33 I got. 33. A waning crescent tonight on the moon. I'm really getting into this lunar bullshit. Oh, you can hear it? Oh, good. I can't hardly hear it at all, but I can hear the furnace running. Really getting into this lunar stuff. Controls so many things. The sun. That we damn near lost wars because of, if the sun and the moon are off, not really off, but in positions you wouldn't expect on a full tide, we've almost lost wars because of miscalculating high tides and all the shit got stuck. People drowned. They shot them as they were trying to get to shore after jumping out and drowned them with all that equipment on. What a fucking mess. There's a apogee. Yeah, that's what you said. The lunar pole. They're really fascinated by it. And you figure the moon, that's always, we got this daylight savings times and all this horse shit. At least with the moon, we just see it. And we'd be fucked without the moon. Oh, it is, sure is. But mispredicting it can have dire consequences. Sure can. I hope that Saint Ephema comes up, 817. I looked at her profile. She's cute. Yeah. Teslas are cool. That's why I didn't want to drive it. I didn't check my messages when I went there. I mean, they are kind of cool looking. It does look like a spaceship. He can send it over here to pick me up, take me for a drive, and not even drive it. You're not supposed to do that, but he said there's a button you can hit if you're at a concert or something. Unpark it and come get you. Well, that's interesting, Terry. Huh. Stephanie, how are the kids doing over there? Are you over there yet? Or it's a little early? I buy that carrot juice all the time. Do you guys ever buy those grapefruit in that clear glass plastic thing and light syrup? Or now they got some with no syrup, which I try to get. The grapefruit, the pink grapefruit. I get those. I get those. I got one tonight. Stephanie, get that ticket for sure. Forget your sister. They come to get you. Go get your own. She might fuck you out of it if she hits it. Yeah, I'm not fucking around with bees too much. I'm going to mess with flowers this year. Trees too. Do some flowers and trees. I don't want to do that beekeeping bullshit. Selling honey and all that. Fuck that. I just will enjoy watching them fly around. I may put some more hives up, let them fly around, but I don't want to be like extracting honey and all that bullshit. There's no money in it. But that's not why I'm not doing it. And like queen, I thought of queen rearing. That's kind of interesting. But then you end up selling it to some douche. Yeah, grapefruit natural diuretic. That's right. There's a lot of bullshit out there in diuretics, though, like black coffee. Unless you're over 12 ounces, it's no different than any other beverage. Kidney, older women, they get this sling on their bladder, start peeing their pants at 50 and after. No, I'm in Georgia. I haven't been back to Michigan in over a year. Mason bees, they're pretty cool looking. How you doing, ACB? I like mason bees. Yeah, right. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, beekeeping. Yeah, I know. I may fuck around some bees. Queens. I kind of like that. I like the vultures. A lot of vultures came back today that I hadn't seen. It's not this year's babies, last year's. They landed in front of me, then they got spooked and went up on a tree. That's how I knew it was them. I got within like 15 feet. They're definitely not ones that I haven't, crossed paths with before. Yeah, high tides. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's right, Drifter. Yeah. It's fucking tides, man. The tides are so interesting. And the moon is so interesting. And that we landed on there and they're still analyzing the chemical compounds. It smells like lit firecrackers that have exploded. That's what it smells like, moon dust. No, I don't. I don't like metal detecting. No, I don't. I'm too fucking lazy. That's the problem. I even had a brand new John Deere backhoe, the mini backhoe. It's like 80 grand, air conditioning, stereo. I thought, well, this is going to be the ticket. I just go around digging up this shit. And I didn't like that either. You're just constantly digging up bullshit. Fucking metal bullshit, barbed wire fence parts, bottle caps, tin cans. Fuck it. I wouldn't mind doing it like on a beach, to like find people's stuff they lost, help them out that way, or like somebody lost something in a corn maze or something, but just looking for this fucking junk. Nah, I thought I'd like it, but it's too much digging for bullshit. Yeah, right, Terry. Yeah, I know, these crazy fuckers. It's nuts, isn't it? They don't think we went to the moon. I wish they'd just never come here. And if they start talking that shit on here, I'm just going to get rid of them. Listen to this stupid, silly shit. It's like people that don't get enough attention or something. It's crazy, isn't it? I didn't do jack shit today. Yeah, it's really nuts. No, I didn't really like it that much, Treasure. I did a little bit. I found some. Best thing I found was about 6 quarters in that hiking trail north of where I lived in West Branch. They're about 6 inches deep. It's kind of fun. I found some pennies. There's a guy here that was just here a couple weeks ago. He found 1903 penny. These things people put on their shoes, like 1800s. Oh, Perrysburg. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. There was a guy that I had, a Mrs. Gebhardt. Her son had like a semi-famous house band for the Holiday Inn in Perrysburg. Hey, Shane. And I know people that would go down there and see them all the time. Mrs. Gebhardt. She's a librarian. Yeah, I know what you mean, Terry. Well, yeah. Toledo. I like Toledo. I love how those ships come in there. Problem is there aren't that many of them. Toledo isn't exactly like a big port, really, for that kind of stuff. I've been threatening to go to Savannah. I just never get around to doing it. I don't know. There's just too much shit there I don't like. Everything is just so much bullshit to go through. Hotels are ridiculous now, too. I don't mind paying it for like a really kick-ass view. Like one time I did it at Detroit Airport. You can't see the planes taking off and landing, but you can see them coming in and them loading them during like a blizzard. I like that. I thought that was super cool. Just seeing the wind blowing. I like that. And I used to stay at the Renaissance Center and face the Detroit River. I'd go down there in the winter snowstorms. Just loved it. Get a good bottle of wine, fucking around. Oh, yeah, I love Cleveland, too. Love it. Yeah, I know what you mean, Terry. You don't need to correct it. Love watching those big ships. I almost went back to Michigan here recently, but I didn't have the right tires on my truck, and I'm glad I didn't really, because I'd have been fucked up there and always worried about it. I mean, there's nothing worse than being an F-150 two-wheel drive in Sault Ste. Marie when they get 10 inches of snow. I'd have to just like get in a hotel till the roads got plowed or salted, and even then it'd be like iffy. There were times I came back from there, and this wasn't big snowfall, cutting down from there through around Gaylord with that Astrovan, which was a beast, winter tires on it. And it was like, shit, you're down to 15 miles an hour. Not because of me, because of them. That Astrovan, it did so much for me when I was doing that stuff. Nothing like it. Really liked it. Love watching airplanes, too. I haven't done that in a long time. I miss those things about Michigan, really. Oh, the Gons? There were a lot of bands from Ohio. There's a famous band from Strongsville, Ohio, too. I forget the name of them. Michigan up? Yeah, I love it up there. Yeah, I know Roncon. I've been there before. Yeah, sure do. I know a girl from there I still keep in touch with. She graduated from that high school. The Upper Peninsula is actually, that property is really going up in a lot of value. Oh, hey, John, how you doing? What part do you live in? It's really growing up. I like it up there. I wouldn't want to live up there, though. Maybe Marquette. But man, there's just nothing to do. You got to drive your fucking ass off for everything. You know, Sault Ste. Marie's a dead town. The Canadian side is way better. You know? Yeah, it's super good. No, I was supposed to be up there right now, actually. I just didn't do it because of my van. I want to get rid of that van, and I didn't have the right tires, and you know. Some guy asked me about Kelly. I don't know. Anybody know where Kelly is? You know, the one I interviewed up there? Fucking scammer. She hasn't been on in a long time. I wish that old bag had come up on one of my lives. Oh, he's talking a lot of shit. She doesn't have enough guts to talk to me personally. Yeah, I love that van. I really did. That van I'm driving tonight, I don't really like, though. That thing's a pain in the ass to park, everything. You know, it's not the smooth ride as you think it would be either. It's only got 55,000 miles on it. I slept in it a couple times. Wasn't bad. It's got leather, like full-size bed that falls out. Oh, Devo. Oh, okay. Wild Cherry. That's who I was thinking about. Steubenville. Yeah, I was thinking Strongsville. Yeah, I got a ticket one time in Strongsville. 110 and a 70. One hit. Well, yeah. Play that funky music. Yeah, that was done for... that was written by somebody. Wasn't that the Pina Colada guy? Rupert Holmes? He wrote that and picked them to sing it. That's what it was. Yeah, Rupert Holmes, David Goldstein. I love that song, him, and I like the Pina Colada, Escape. He's a, typical Jew. Now he's a full-time, successful playwright. Super cool guy. That was Kelly, that fucking crazy bitch Kelly with the daughter that died. Fucking scammer, scumbag. Yeah, she's so full of shit, it's unbelievable. She would fucking sell her. Well, she did sell her daughter's body. The bar is on the ground with that pig. Total manipulative con artist. I do kind of wonder how Maddie's doing. Every time I get a thing, it's late from her. I don't see it in time. I guess Gerald's in jail or something like that. And she is still out there. Yeah, hi, Melanie. I like Maddie. She's actually a sweet person. Gerald's a nice guy, too. Yeah, they really are. I don't know what they're doing. God, really, it's just shocking to me that Maddie's still alive, to be honest with you. I mean, just in not completely related to being a drug addict. Oh, yeah, YouTube feed, yeah. Yeah, it's too bad, really. I mean, but just by virtue of getting, like, even pneumonia or COVID or anything, I'm sure she's got all sorts of things that are wrong with her. I mean, my God, though. I mean, you can look at her just sad. Maddie does not want to live. She does not want to go to rehab. And she does not want to get better. Just accept that. It sucks. And the way people talk to her, what in the hell is wrong with people? Why would you do that to somebody in that position? Speaking of positions, what are you playing?
Hi.
Christmas music?
How's everybody doing?
What are you playing? Christmas music?
The holidays. It's the holidays. Everyone's gotta.
What's
get in
that
the
little?
spirit.
What do you got? A little bell there or something?
No, that's just from an app.
Oh, okay. Or are you playing under yourself, playing Russian roulette?
No, haha.
I just caught the tail end of it.
Oh, okay.
Were you playing it for us to hear, or were you just fucking around for I clicked you on?
No, it was just going on before I came on.
Oh, okay. All right. All
Yeah.
right. And how's your day going?
Good. It's going great. Yeah. Holidays are here, presents, gifts, friends,
Good.
family.
Great.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm glad I don't have any family. Bunch of bullshit getting together with all these people and faking like you're glad to see them.
Oh, you get presents, money.
Yeah, the
Uh,
present's almost, now with the access to stuff and all the stuff you can order online and stuff, the presents are almost like most of the time something you don't need, something really stupid.
well, most of the time you get like gift cards. If people know you well, like they know
Yeah,
kind of
gift
like what
cards.
you
Fuck that.
like, what you
I didn't get
want.
one fucking present this year, I'm happy to say. Nothing.
Hi, Penny.
I got one card.
Did you get a sack of coal?
No, I probably should. I didn't get one stupid silly gift. I think
They
they give them
have
to me to
those. They
try to
actually
embarrass.
sell
I think
those.
they give them to me to try and embarrass me because I didn't get them anything.
They they actually sell bags of like like in stockings and stuff of
Yeah, they've
coal.
given up. I used to get a bunch in the mail too, and those have finally drifted off.
Well,
I'm
Santa's
glad.
making a
You're
list and he
wasting your
checks your
time when you
points.
send me a fucking card. Believe me, I'm not bullshitting. This is terrible to say, but I've got a garbage bag filled of them that I never opened.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, we could just set a
believe it or not, I got fucking packages people sent me that I never opened. They're like 3 years old.
well, send them to me. I'll open them. I'll find good use
Yeah,
for
no, I
those.
think I don't even know what's in them. I mean, some are these fucking ugly women. I just, I don't know what they fucking sent me. God, who knows? Probably blow my fucking fingers off. You don't need to do that, Treasure. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Liking, fucking sharing, scribing. I'm not a YouTube whore. Ink cartridges. No, I don't doubt that at all. Did you get the real McCoys or those cheap knockoff ones that leak all over as you're trying to install them? Printers. They need to come up with a solution to this printer ink. What a fucking nightmare. It costs you $10 a page to print a document now. Little
Wow.
bullshit things. They don't last long. They dry out. You're fucked either way, whether you use them a lot or whether you don't.
Huh.
Yeah. House parties. All fucking boring. I've never been to a Christmas thing I liked. When I was young and didn't know shit, I used to go with a couple girls into like Christmas mass, and just sit there bored out of my fucking mind. Everything was closed. It was just torture. I'm sitting there in a pew and I'm trying to figure out, follow when to get down your knees, when to get up, trying to like look like a fag while I sing or just shut up and look like a real man that's forced to go somewhere. It was so much pressure.
It's so much pressure to like get on your knees and
Yeah,
stand up
yeah,
or
just
sit down.
singing, going in. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I
You
shouldn't
just
even
look
been there
around. You
really.
just look
No,
around at what everyone else is doing.
well, I did, but it was a little like delayed. You could tell that I didn't know what was happening. Hey, Jeannie. Then they get up there and speak Latin. I was just bored out of my mind. I did kind of like, even to this day, I get a little choked up when I hear a bunch of women sing. I don't know what that's doing to my mind. It makes me like emotional, like it's so pretty, I guess.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. Total fag. But I still watch like Hildegard of Bingen on YouTube.
Yeah.
I love listening to those ladies sing.
I
Like,
sang in the church choir for a while, actually, and then did it
yeah, I mean,
for like
can't anybody though? I mean, everybody's drowned out. I mean, you don't even need a good voice to be in the choir, do you?
not in an average like
Yeah, that's what
regular
I
church
thought.
choir. Anybody can,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah, anybody can do that.
There were a couple churches. I had my best friend was a priest down in Chicago, and that he was a different, filled in for a couple places. He retired. His priest died. One got caught fucking the secretary and embezzling $1 million.
Wow.
So he'd say, "Hey, why don't you come down there? We're gonna have a lot of brownies and shit." I'd go to him. He's a good guy. We'd go and fuck around afterwards. I'd listen to his homily and stuff. But there was one area where it was kind of upper middle class,
Yeah.
and there were some older women that, like, one went to Juilliard, and she played the piano, and there was another woman that was like a professional opera singer, and that shit was like good. It's just incredible that you can be talking and stuff like that, and then just belt out this singing. It doesn't even seem like a human could do it. Like, so nice. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Drifter. Yeah, it was really nice. And then they bring out the kids. That bores me too. I'm so sick of seeing little kids brought out and do nothing. You know, they just bring them out and have them sing. It's so
So
boring.
what do you like to do during the holidays, Tom? What have you done that's interested you during the holidays? Did you get Marty anything?
No,
No? You guys didn't exchange gifts?
no. His birthday is tomorrow, actually.
So does he celebrate Christmas, Marty?
Yeah, passively. You know, he got a good brainwashing as a young kid. His mom's, you know, it's all she talks around. Always had a Bible. He's like one, you know. He's like, you know, he tries to be. He believes in it and stuff, Jesus and the whole thing, but he doesn't go to church.
All right.
No, I didn't do anything for the holidays. It really fucks my schedule up, to be honest with you.
You didn't party?
I watched a lot of porn. I went and consoled the manager of the BP gas station for the loss of her store. I just went and visited her, actually. You know, I told you when I was talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's working at another location. I went to see her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a nice old gal. Picked up some. Did you get a ticket, you lazy ass?
Yes.
You're lying.
I had a bunch of tickets for the Mega Millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent.
I'm talking about ones you bought, not that your mom's going to share with you or something.
No, I bought some.
Oh, good. Hope if I don't win, you win.
I hope so.
Oh, ACB got 4. Good. Yeah, it's the time to get a couple extra. Big deal. You know, the dollar amounts, it's weird. It's, you know, the machines aren't calculated to report more than 999 million. You know, because the way they're designed, whoever thought these pots would get this, they changed the numbers a while back, and that's why if they knew they were going to do that, they'd probably add a digit, like for the billion. So, you know, I don't know what really the jackpot is. It's 1 billion something.
Wow.
I know.
I'm just looking. If I win, the people on the chat, I'll give out like 10 grand to the people in the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that generous?
That much money. I mean, yeah, and then I'll invest it in like a couple businesses or something.
No, don't do that.
Like a business. Yeah.
Just go see a Jew money manager and don't open anything.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely need that because I don't know how to manage money that well.
Well, it's a real science. I mean, of doing it right and not being risky. You know, at your age, you can afford to like gamble some away. At my age, I can't. I go for the CDs and shit. You know, conservative. I may buy a couple strip clubs and horror houses. But other than that, the rest is going in the bank.
That's your money. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah. I think I'll just go around and go to places and just sue these small cities so they have to let me open up a adult bookstore. You know how these little towns fight this, especially down here, this Christian stuff. I mean, who's shitting who? It's legal.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that they don't like even cigarettes too. They're making it a big hassle even to buy cigarettes now. It's like you gotta pay, you know, $16, $17 for a pack of cigarettes because the state just taxes the snot out of it.
Yeah.
They don't want anybody smoking. They'll make it difficult if they want to with anything.
Yeah.
With anything. If they don't like it, if it's not a majority rule, you know, even with alcohol, I don't think now I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not sure if alcohol's gone up. I know the price hasn't gone up too much to buy alcohol.
Yeah, but I think
I
the
think that's
cigarettes,
cheap.
I think their main interest is how much it's taxing Medicaid, Medicare. That's I think why the government gives a shit. Other than that, they don't care. You know, it costs the system a lot. It's going to catch up to you someday, by the way.
Well, I mean, anything can catch up to anybody, and even with drinking, like heavy drinking isn't good for anybody. It's like it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, cigarettes isn't good for you. Heavy drinking isn't good for you, but like they make sure that they target a certain thing, and if they don't, for whatever reason, they'll make it up to like where just like what you
The
said, like,
Jameson.
oh, the Medicaid, Medicare, it's going to be a hassle when you get older. Well, anything can be a hassle when you get older.
Yeah, but don't you act. It's not all the same. You're just like that crazy fucking story you told the other day about coffee being harder to quit than cigarette smoking. I mean, I told
Well,
a doctor buddy of mine that, and he pissed his pants. He laughed so hard.
well, does he smoke?
No, it's a
Does he
doctor. He
drink?
knows the difference.
Right, okay.
Quitting smoking is 1,000 times harder than quitting drinking coffee.
Sure.
It is.
Have you smoked, Tom?
No, I never even
Okay.
tried it.
All right.
And I'm not saying, you ought to have a parade for me or anything, but it just never interested me.
Well, we're not going to have a parade, all right?
Yeah. But I don't think it's good for you.
I don't think it's good for you either, but there's a lot of things that I don't think it's good for you, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to cost Medicare extra because I watch a lot of porn.
Oh, you never know. It could be detrimental.
I don't see how. Okay, Penny, yeah. She said it was worse than anything. Penny, did you actually completely quit? Yeah, quit a lot. Yeah, it's hard. It's super addictive. They say it's more addictive than crack. It's crazy. I don't know why I didn't. My parents smoke. My sister smoked. That ended up giving her the last 20 years of her life was a slow, miserable thing of mini strokes, COPD, you name it, chronic fucking pneumonia. But she was too, she would never admit that she wished she wouldn't have. Crazy. BJ Thomas smoking. A lot of those rock stars smoking. Vaping too. Do you vape at all, Michelle?
No,
Okay.
I just
How
smoke
about smoking
cigarettes.
marijuana?
No,
Okay.
and
It's
I
not
hardly
the same.
drink at all either.
I know. It's not the same as tobacco 100 years ago. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with the tobacco. Do you think it's stronger, Michelle?
Um, I, you know what? Honestly, I think it's just as strong as it's been for my lifespan.
No,
I don't
I think he meant stronger. Has it gotten stronger in any way?
like. What do you mean? What's
Like,
getting
it's more
stronger?
nicotine in a cigarette.
I
I think when they got busted for those chemicals, they quit adding them, didn't they?
Yeah, I think there's regulations. It's all regulated.
Yeah.
There's regulations with
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, if you could quit easy, would you do it?
Um, I mean,
Do you get that much out of it? I mean, what's going on?
I like it just like anything else, I guess. Mm, you know.
Yeah. Ultralights. Do you think some are better than others? Like, do yours have a filter on it?
I know that I've smoked different brands before, and some brands are stronger than others, taste different than others. It's kind of like, it's like anything else. Like different brands taste
Yeah.
different,
What's your
different
brand? Which ones
strengths.
do you like?
Uh, I like Marlboros.
Oh
Yeah,
my God. A filter on it?
yeah.
Now, why do you even fuck with the filter? What's that filtering really?
You're just not like getting like the tobacco. It's just not like pure tobacco. Like when you smoke like an unfiltered cigarette, that's like it's intense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really intense. It's really strong, intense. Like the filter makes it so that it's less intense,
Now, do you ever
harsh.
drink the or smoke the ones with like menthol?
Yeah,
And what does that do? Just like make it taste like sweeter or something?
like mint, like menthol, like the menthol. It's like a
Yeah.
minty flavor instead
And have
of
you
like a
stuck with the same brand your whole life?
no, no.
Mhm.
I mean, and that's just from trying different brands and like nowadays they're so expensive.
Yeah,
When I first started smoking cigarettes, they were $2 a pack.
yeah,
Now they're like $17 a
yeah.
pack.
How long did you smoke before you had to like inhale it good and really got what you were looking for?
I mean, I don't know. I just smoke. I couldn't tell you.
Can you, when you smoke, do you like breathe it in like really good?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's like smoking. You know, it's just something to relax.
But I'll give you an example. Like, say you saw Raquel Welch smoking. I think it'd be a little different than Rita taking a puff of a cigarette.
I just, like I said, I do it to relax. It helps with my stress. And
Yeah.
is it the healthiest thing? No, no, it's not the healthiest thing. The healthiest thing would be me to
But
run
do you want to quit, or you
10
just you kind
miles.
of it's nobody's business where you what you're taking this? Just
I
tell
mean,
people.
it's nobody's, obviously, it's nobody's business. Like, but I would, I would probably quit if
Hey, Mel.
my stress level was less. Like I tend to smoke more the more stressed out I
Yeah.
am.
So you're saying that everybody that has stress has a good reason to smoke.
I would say that, well, I mean, well, you could drink too, I guess. A lot
Yeah.
of people drink. Drinking alcohol, liquor, that's a very popular, that's a moneymaker. And I guarantee you, if there's a lot of drinkers who will say,
Hey,
they're
Treehouse.
very refined on their wines, their scotches, their
Yeah.
bourbons,
I'm not talking about drinking. I'm talking about smoking. Quit changing the subject.
well, I'm just saying, we're just talking about stress relieving, right?
Yeah.
And what's
Well,
healthy,
I don't.
what's
I mean,
not.
I don't. I hear people say that they smoke to relieve their stress, but honestly, I don't. I don't hear people. People, as far as I know, drink to get drunk, unrelated to
No,
stress.
not all. No. Yeah. Well, when you get drunk, you're not stressed. Like when you start drinking, you get a buzz that
Yeah.
makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And that's that. To each their own.
Oh, see, now Mel said found the brother.
And that's that. To
Hey,
each
Larry.
their own.
Mel said. See, now Mel said. Hey, I think you got a window open, Larry.
That's
All
that.
right, bud.
Hey, Larry. Well, what you did the other night. You got it. Good.
Thanks to you, I know how to do it
Oh,
now.
well, believe me, if I'm telling you how to do anything on a StreamYard, it's shit luck.
Hey, well, it worked.
I'm afraid to
Could have
touch
been
buttons.
shit luck. So,
Gary, I know you smoked.
well, a lot of things, Tom.
Yeah, we're just talking about smoking, and
I heard you.
yeah. What do you think about the stress? Does that make sense to you?
Well, I think about what stress?
Yeah, people say that smoking it relieves stress, but I really haven't had too many people say they drink to relieve stress. They drink to get drunk. I thought.
Well, there's a million reasons why you smoke a cigarette,
Yeah, but there's got to be there probably are, but I mean the main reason's nicotine addiction.
Well, I would say that is right. It is a drug, and you do get addicted. I would, yeah, you do.
Hey, Michelle.
I've quit before, for years and years, and started back up, and I'm about ready to quit again because it's killing me.
Yeah. Hey, Michelle,
Yeah.
have you ever chewed tobacco?
No.
Why not?
I've tried it, but I like once and like it was gross and wasn't for me.
Okay.
Like I didn't like it.
And what are those little like dark cigarettes? They're real long that the lesbians smoke.
Like cigars, like the mini
Yeah, I guess
cigars.
I don't know if it is or not. They're real long, and I always see the black lesbians asking for them in the gas station when I'm buying lottery tickets.
Those might be like for marijuana purposes too.
No, it's fucking goddamn. It's not marijuana. It's not that Delta. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up, Larry.
Yes.
What's with this fucking Delta 9 bullshit?
Well, that's supposed to be the ultimate chemical compound in THC.
See, I thought that was the pussy version because you can buy that here where it's illegal.
No, that's Delta 8. Yeah.
Oh, it's Delta 8.
Yeah.
Well, Virginia Slims. No, they're these. I think they come like 4 in a pack, and I hear them ask a lot for sweet ones, whatever they are.
There's tons of fucking tobacco out there. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mom and dad smoked buglers when I was growing up. I was, rolling my own when I was a wee bit.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Michelle, you live near an Indian casino, don't you, or a reservation?
Yeah, there's tons of them here.
Yeah, what keeps you like Mark? Go over there and get a whole bunch of them for like way cheaper than going to the gas station.
I've gotten those. Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
those.
believe me, it's not cheaper.
Swisher Sweets, that's what it is. Thank you, Jangle Stick. Oh, it's not cheaper.
Fuck no, because they're chemical free. You pay for that.
So there are chemicals in the cigarettes.
Oh, absolutely. Like 100 and plus. There was an article years ago, and I don't know if you ever heard of Mother
But they got
Earth
sued.
News.
That's why they lost, because of that.
Yeah, well, there's accelerants in them to keep them burning. That's what
really?
kills you. The
Oh,
tobacco
wow.
is not as addictive, but it's not as harmful, as the shit they put in it.
Yeah.
I would have been smoking American Spirits for about, I started buying them 7 years ago for $5.40 a pack. Well, they're now $10.70 a pack.
Now, Michelle talks like there's a war against smokers. Would you agree with that?
Well, the anti-smoking campaign, look at all the restaurants, the bars, people don't like, and I wouldn't blame them if I didn't smoke. What the fuck I got to breathe your shit for? But,
Michelle, would you consider yourself a considerate smoker? Hey, Leah.
Yeah.
Okay. So does it piss you off that you can't light up in a restaurant?
No, not at all.
How about an airplane?
That's okay. It doesn't.
Okay. And I'm surprised, you seem like you're like kind of image conscious, not crazy, that, makeup and hairdos and all that bullshit. I'm surprised you don't have you don't like get annoyed with how it makes your clothes smell.
Well, I mean, I have body sprays and lotions and everything else. I mean, and then you wash your clothes anyways at least you should, like, every day. I mean, it's not like.
Oh, okay.
You can cover it up. I mean, that's how. It's not like the end of the world.
Larry, can you smoke in your apartment?
I haven't, because I haven't. The last one time, it was just the walls were yellow. It just clings to everything. I do go outside, and I'm here in my room. I'll open the slider and stick my head out the fucking window,
Yeah.
But I got my car. I haven't smoked in that ever, because then you're right. It'll linger. Anybody that don't smoke will know that you smoke.
Oh, really?
When they meet you, oh fuck yeah, because it's present on your body, whether you can't smell it or not. It's there.
I have to tell you, like, when I didn't smoke and when I quit smoking, the smell of smoke never bothered me. Like, if somebody was smoking, it wasn't a big deal. Like, I wasn't one of those people who fake coughed if they walked by somebody having a cigarette or made a big scene out of when somebody did or whatever. I mean, it's not. It really isn't.
Now, Michelle, so I'm assuming that it wouldn't bother you if a guy you were with smoked.
No.
Okay. And have you noticed in your life that guys that knew you smoked that just kept walking?
Not really. Like I didn't pay attention to that. Like it's honestly like if somebody's not interested in me or upset at me, that's not
Yeah.
my problem. Like I don't want to get to know you anyways. You know, like
Yeah.
if me
Yeah.
having a cigarette is a deterrent from you talking to me and getting to know me as a person, keep on walking. You know, not a big deal.
I've smoked everything, Tom, from pipes to cigars to weed
Now,
to
the pipes
crack.
and the pipes and the cigars, people don't inhale those, do they?
Well, I did.
Holy
Oh,
cow.
I mean, people don't inhale cigarettes either. But what the fuck do you want to pay all that money for and just like blow it out like you're blowing bubbles?
Oh,
Yeah.
there are people that don't inhale cigarettes.
Well, they're very few. My friend's mom never did. It was kind of funny watching her smoke. She didn't inhale and just like blow it out like a little clown. You know, it was like funny as hell watching her smoke. But no, I've got like 17 or 18 pipes right now. Some of them
Hey,
are vintage.
hey, speaking of that, where's the guitar?
Well, here I got one right here. Let me show you this one.
Yeah.
Don't
Can you
freak
play
out.
it? Can you play it?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, it's in tune. Check this
Yeah.
one out. I don't know. I gotta get back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
you think
Michelle,
it's my first guitar I got.
it's
when I was
gas one to know if Eric smokes.
Did play?
Oh, I wish Jeff was here. He likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a little toy guitar.
Oh, okay. That shows you how much I know. I was about ready to compliment you for being so good.
I'm telling you, that fucking guitar is probably 65 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably a collector. Somebody would like to have it, but
Yeah.
until I find that right person, I'd give it to somebody if I know they appreciate it.
No, I get it. Michelle, you played instruments, didn't you?
Yes, I played
Which
the
ones? I
guitar.
forget.
Guitar, organ, piano, and the flute.
Oregon.
See the piano, yeah,
You're so
organ,
much
right?
ahead, aren't you?
I always heard
Organ
if you
was
learn
a
how to play,
challenge. I was up for it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it on because you have to do two keyboards at once, a foot pedal. I'm like, yeah, freak.
I know
bring it
you
on.
played it, but did anybody understand the song?
yeah, you ought to get another one.
Were you good? Were you good?
Yeah,
Would you say you had a
Yeah.
musical aptitude?
Excuse me here.
yeah, I loved music. Yeah,
Oh, good. So you played the organ, a guitar, and what else?
flute, and I sang in choirs. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Can you
Now, do you
still
have a
sing?
guitar, a flute, or a organ?
No, I had to sell my guitar when I got pregnant with my son, and the organ had to get sold too, which actually got a lot of money for that. And the flute, I think the flute just, I don't know what ended up happening with the flute.
You think you could, if you were handed a flute right now, you could play it?
Well, I make noise.
I
About
could,
it.
well, I mean, I know how to read music.
Oh, cool, man.
I would
You
probably
really?
have
Row
to
your
get a
boat.
brush. I'd have to probably get a brush up with it.
Oh, cool. And how about a guitar?
Yeah, like it's like riding a bike. You know, once you learn something, like
Bullshit.
it'll probably be like, all right, well, let me just
You think you could,
practice a little
if you had a guitar right there now, do you think you could play the song we understand?
yeah.
Let me-
Larry,
Wow.
Larry, you don't believe this?
No, because when she's done playing, her fingers are going to be bleeding, and ain't like riding a bicycle. I grant you that. Your coordination's all over the place.
But how about, wouldn't she have an easier time with like an electric one where you didn't need to push the strings so much?
Playing an electric opposed to acoustic.
Yeah, I read that that's easier. And supposedly they
It
got
is,
some
it
new
is. It's a
guitar
lot
out
easier.
there now.
You
where
can
they-
damn near breathe on them, and they make noise.
Yeah,
But
right.
that's it, Tom. I'm an acoustic player. And
Yeah.
you unplug somebody and you take away their volume, and they can't play for shit because they don't have their wah-wah pedal and their synthesizer.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, it'll make a man out of you,
Yeah.
But
Make a man
Michelle,
out
Michelle, you need to get a guitar.
I think she lost interest in it.
Well, she still needs to get one.
Michelle, you think you'd like to get that going again and like learn a little bit? Michelle,
she faded away on
looking
us.
for a flute. She's looking for a flute right now.
Yeah, okay.
Michelle, would you play? Would you think you could get back into it or not?
I would probably get back into it. Yeah.
Wow. I picked it up and put it down many times.
I tried learning it and I couldn't get it.
Well, I hear you there.
It's hard to do.
Well,
It was for me. I had like no aptitude, no natural.
Well, there's so many of them out there, Tom, though, that can play that don't have a fucking ounce of rhythm,
Yeah.
And they auto tune and all that shit. I'm all about,
I'll never do it again. I'll just listen to them on YouTube.
Okay, I hear you there.
There's Jeff who comes on here, Virginia Wolf. He's a pretty good guitar player.
Cool.
Mark, you ever go to Mark's channel? He plays songs and stuff like that.
Mark Croppa.
Yeah.
I've seen him play on your channel a little bit. Yeah.
Organ.
Yeah, organ.
Keyboard, I guess.
See, I always heard you learn how to play the keyboard and you get a little bit better understanding of like music. But
well, he said Eddie Van Halen. He started out in piano.
Oh yeah. See, there you go, and he was badass.
Yeah.
He played on that Michael Jackson album that Beat It.
Smoking got him,
Smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's like anything. It affects different people differently.
Yeah, no, so true. Yeah, that's right.
Because I used to not sing, so to speak, but my voice is getting like raspy and, I can tell.
Yeah, you liked him, Treehouse? How about,
What's
George,
that?
who George Lynch is?
I've heard of the name. I
Yeah,
don't.
man, that fucking guy can play. It's just that heavy metal stuff that's just too small of a market. It's a shame a guy with that kind of talent didn't do something different. He's right up there with Jimmy Page.
I've seen Jimmy Page in concert. Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was badass. It was at the Pontiac Silverdome like in 75,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he was like, okay, he did his encore goodnight and everybody started like leaving. And it was like, when 60,000 people turn around and start walking, you kind of got to follow them, and he's like, hey, where's everybody going? I came back out on stage and he said, it's been a long time since we rock and rolled. And of course he started playing that song. But yeah.
So was he with Led Zeppelin then?
Yeah, Led Zeppelin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant.
Now, was that a big deal then, going to that concert there?
Well, I went with a friend of mine. I mean, other than that, I probably wouldn't even went, but he had tickets and I was the designated driver.
Oh, okay.
So he had an old 68 Volkswagen Bug.
Oh, wow.
And there's like four of us. And I had a wineskin with me when we got through the gates, and the guy seen it behind my jacket, under my coat, and he made me pour it out. And I said, can I drink it? And he said, if you can drink it fast. And I did too. And yeah,
Wow.
That was a good concert.
Well, so they wouldn't let you bring that stuff in there?
No. I mean, people snuck it in. I just so happened to, had a bulge in my coat.
Yeah. Well,
But,
banjo, he was a good banjo player, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's badass.
Bella Fleck, too.
He's good. Bella Fleck.
Yeah.
Is that a woman?
No, it's a guy.
I didn't think so. I didn't recognize the name.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I can take about 5 minutes of it.
I just sold a banjo to Guitar Center about 4 months ago.
Could you play that pretty good, too?
No, fuck no. It was like a present, because I'm a string player. I play, and she thought, because the guy play the guitar, I can play the mandolin and the banjo. And I had a dulcimer I got rid of,
Yeah.
things over the years. But
If you look at the price of guitars and all the custom stuff and all that stuff out there, why are so many famous people still playing Fenders, like a factory produced?
well, it's quality. Les Paul, it's like the Martins. I don't know. There's just something about them.
It is quality, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I just sold a Gibson, guitar to Guitar Center, and they thought it was like vintage, but it was like 22 years old. I don't know if they can consider vintage 25 years old, but they was really interested in it when I pulled it out of the case. And it was blonde. It had a hollow body with the S's in it, and had all gold pickups and trim and main pearl. And yeah, I gave him a pretty good deal on it. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I kept all my acoustics.
Now, do you have any Taylors?
I do have one Taylor.
I had a mini Taylor, or whatever they call it.
I got a
Small
Taylor and a couple Yamahas, and a Kent, which somebody gave me. And yeah,
There's a place up in Lansing too. They make guitars, Lansing, Michigan, famous place. Guy.
yeah. There's
But a
some
lot of
good ones.
you can get guitars everywhere, can't you?
Pretty much, but it's like anything else. Sometimes you get what you pay for, but they're expensive. If you want, a couple grand, it wouldn't be nothing to drop a couple grand on a nice Martin. You can get them at Guitar Center, 1,700.
Look how these people pay for these violins.
I seen one last night at Antiques Roadshow go, and it was like from the fucking 1800s.
Yeah.
It was a cello, but
They say you can't produce the sound sometimes.
Well, that's just it. It's even like my guitars are from the 70s, and they say that wood kind of ages and
Yeah.
and they get a deeper sound or better resonance or resonant,
Yeah.
the sound. But I don't know. I like mine. I got a 12-string Yamaha and a 12-string or a 12-string and a 6-string Yamaha. I kind of favor
A 16 string?
12-string and a 6-string.
Oh, so
Yamaha.
the 12 string. What's that? Just like more versatility?
Well, actually, it's the same strings, different thickness. Like the top string will be like a 43 millimeter or something, thousandths, we'll say, and the string below that will be like a 16 thousandths. Like one's thick and one's thin and one's thick and one's thin. Except the bottom two strings or bottom four strings, they're identical. But yeah, they can be hard to push down and finger but they sound twice as good though.
Jangle Stick's talking about Frank Zappa. I couldn't take too much of that either.
Well, yeah. What's that, Frank Zappa? I got a couple of his albums.
Yeah, I could only take a little bit. To me, it seemed like a clown act.
Well, he's a great musician. That's just it. He's one of them fuckers, Tom, that he's smart, but he does stupid stuff,
Oh, really?
Well, he can play. He can play. Frank Zappa can play, but he's strange. He's strange. Anybody name their kid fucking Dweezil? Moon Zappa and shit.
The son's a pretty good player too.
Yes, he is. I heard he plays. Well, I can see why. I wish my dad played. Well, not really, but I'm saying he kind of was fostered.
Oh, so that's the truth, though. So he is a good
Ted Nugent or Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
Stranglehold, Overnight Sensation album.
Stranglehold's Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent. I was thinking Overnight Sensation from Frank Zappa. I got.
Ted Nugent catches a lot of shit. They say he sucks at a guitar.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, you play them electrics and you got that amplifier and all that stuff backing you up, man. But you unplug that motherfucker now. It's like, now play me a song.
Oh, really?
Well, they rely on it. Nowadays, it's different, Tom. Auto-tune and all that stuff. The fucking, the computer's doing half the work.
Yeah, Scratch Fever. God, I hate that song.
Oh, yeah. Great White.
How about that Down South Mississippi Blues? Bullshit or good?
I've never been a big Nugent fan,
Yeah, but how about Mississippi Blues?
See, that don't even ring a bell with me.
Really?
I'm sure I've heard it.
Yeah.
Is that one of his songs?
No, it's just like, you go down south and that's all you see is dive blues bars.
Oh, well, they say everything comes from the blues. I don't know how true that is, but, as far as music.
Yeah, that always seemed like bullshit. You see the Rolling Stones.
I know.
They're interviewing them and
they're
they're acting like the blues. It's like, you know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Michelle.
All those famous blues places when I lived in Chicago went out of business.
Yeah. I like the blues, though. But it's kind of, I got a rhythm book and they talk about, it's been going on for years, Tom. The 12-bar blues, they all play it. You keep repeating the same stuff, and it just goes over and on and on. I mean, you can play it all day long. And, it's just, it's crazy. I play a little bit of blues, not much. I play St. James Infirmary. I'm not even sure who did the song, but it's a good song. I think it might have been Arlo Guthrie or something. It's an old song.
Yeah, Michelle, I want you to take it back up again.
Yeah. Come on, let's hear you, girl.
Michelle.
I'm sure you're done smoking.
We'll see.
There you go.
We'll see what
You
happens.
can do like a music night.
Music night.
Yeah. What do you think the minimums you could get a guitar for, a used guitar?
Well,
$500?
you can probably walk in there with $100 and walk out with a halfway decent one. I mean, you got to crawl before you walk, man. You just can't go in there and come out with a fucking, Yeah.
Right.
I got one I'd give her if she fucking was interested in it. Hell yeah. But
Give her that kid's guitar.
well, that's vintage.
The Guitar Center. Weren't they about ready to go out of business?
I don't know. I hate that place. Fuckers. I took a couple guitars there and they kind of shot me down. I said, what the fuck? The one of my bridge, just at the end where you put the strings in,
Yeah.
it had a little bit of like you can maybe stick like not much, 1/1000th of an inch. There was a little gap. He said, well, the bridge is broke. And I'm thinking, well, isn't this a Guitar Center? Can't you fix it? So I fixed it myself, and it looks fucking awesome. I think that's that one you asked me about.
Oh yeah. Hey, Terry Towner wanted to know. He asked this on the last chat you were in. You talked about a plexiglass shop in downtown Toledo.
Yeah, creative.
Yeah, he wanted to know where they moved to.
I don't know because I lost contact with Michael, but I did do this. I Googled his name one day, and another guy came up and on the feed, and he was a photographer, and he had pictures of Michael McWhorter's building, and he had mentioned Michael McWhorter's name and that he had passed, but he said he thought that he had relocated to another building in downtown Toledo somewhere. And I don't know. I went past that building one day. He still had all the signs on the side of the building. And so I don't know. I can't see him leaving that building, but yeah, I did see that. I did see that the next day I looked at it. And he put something like, I'll ask him, but yeah, I don't know. That was his third place. He worked out of Perrysburg for a while, which he called. And then he worked out of, he lived over off of Cherry Street by St. V's in a place called Burkett Place.
Yeah.
And it was like a gated community, like in the 50s, and big houses. And, his dad built his house. And yeah, so it was like from wealth, so to speak. I'm not saying they didn't earn it, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that question, but nice guy. He was a nice guy. Like to drink, fucking smoke like a chimney. I mean, he light one off the other one. Probably died of lung cancer. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Treehouse, my Treehouse, can you play the guitar then? I think she seems to know quite a bit about guitars.
Classical nylon strings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're pretty cool. You don't have to tune them as high, but it's different.
Yeah, nylon strings. That's what's on the kids' guitars, isn't it?
Right, that's the one I was just playing. I had nylon strings on it. Yeah. But some of the Spanish guitars do. They have nylon strings on them.
Yeah, did you ever see Charo play? Charo?
Oh yeah, I remember her.
She's a killer guitar player.
She was she made her fucking fortune.
Yeah. Have you ever watched her play a guitar on YouTube?
Yeah. Well, I watched her play years ago on TV and guitar and such, but I don't know how she does it with them long ass fingernails.
That's flamingo guitar.
Yeah.
I noticed those guys that play those kind of songs have long fingernails too.
I don't see how they do it. I just don't. They have to. I just don't. They're not pressing it on with their fingertips. That's for sure. They're using the side of their finger or something.
Yeah.
You know, you can like play bar chords, and it's just like a steel guitar, Tom. You can use a Bic lighter and play a song on a steel guitar. Just slide it and turn it. And it's crazy.
Huh.
But I don't know about all those long fingernails because I'm always hitting my fingernails on the strings. Not always, but I know when to cut them.
How about these guys every once in a while, Jimi Hendrix? There's always somebody trying to play with their teeth.
I think that's just trying, showing off. Personally,
I mean,
obviously.
they really are tweaking
Well,
the string.
yeah, you can probably piss on it and make noise, and it's the amplifier, yeah. It's you take that, unplug it, and I bet you couldn't do that. But yeah, I've seen
God.
that. I've seen it. People play it behind their back, and crazy shit.
How about Jack Wild? Played with Ozzy?
Who played with who? Ozzy?
Yeah.
Uh,
Zach Wild.
Zakk Wylde. I don't know. I know who Ozzy Osbourne is, of course, but the names of the band members I don't know. But he played all crazy backwards and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some talented people out there though. I don't take it that serious though. So I have fun with it and leave it at that. But
yeah,
I've had my chances to join bands and it's like shut that down.
Yeah. I think that I want to see Michelle play the damn thing. I didn't know she played all those instruments.
Yeah. I got a clarinet still. I think it's a clarinet. Yeah.
Now, could you play that too?
No, I paid for it because some lady needed some money, and I just kind of felt sorry for her, so I paid her $100 for it. She paid like $280 for it or something.
Oh, okay.
And then I bought it not too long after. I gave her $100 bill. I shouldn't have. I should only gave her like $60.
Yeah, Randy Rhoads, great guitar player. When he toured, he'd go take classical guitar lessons from like accomplished musicians.
Could you mention?
Randy Rhoads played for Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
His mother was a music teacher. Maybe not a music teacher, but a teacher. Really nice lady. There are interviews of hers on YouTube. Yeah.
Some of that stuff interests me though, man. When you hear how they got to where they, you hear these people like going to Juilliard and, it's just, well, good upbringing.
Yeah, good upbringing, right? They got that famous bass player from Detroit. Somebody sent him to Interlochen as a kid. Thompson, I think his name is.
Wow. Play upright or like electric bass?
Yeah, electric bass, yeah.
Yeah. I like those upright bass players too. My neighbor played upright. He played electric bass too. Michelle just faded away on us, huh?
Yeah, I think she gets a weird connection sometimes.
I said, I hope I don't scare her away.
Straight jacket.
We was talking about smoking, so she's a smoker.
Yeah, she may be looking for guitars.
Hey,
it'd be a good thing for her to do. She said she just text me. She'll be back in a minute.
Right.
She had to take a phone call.
I believe it. We've had a couple of visitors today. It was just like really rare. Margo had a couple of friends come over, but I've just been kind of chilling and watched the world news. I haven't watched world news in forever. I watched world news. And, it's a long time. Well, it's the same old shit, Yeah, I mean, I know what's going on in the world, but it's so God. Watch world news. It's so negative, and somebody's getting killed. It
sucks.
It's like watching them 2020s and Dateline NBCs, and I don't understand that they always have to show somebody getting murdered.
Yeah,
I must get good views.
Yeah, right. And we're supposed to get some storms, 50-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, lightning and stuff.
Man, it's supposed to be 60 degrees here tomorrow.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, or
45 here right now.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, it might be 60. I think about it. Yeah, it was some crazy fucking. Of course, the winds. Coming out of the south, but whatever.
Now, is there any snow on the ground there?
No, not a bit. It sprinkled a little bit today, and that was it.
Huh.
In fact, I had to look outside. I said, "Is it raining?" you know. And then I looked for a puddle. There's a little puddle out there, and it wasn't no drops in it, but it had been raining. It didn't rain for long,
Oh wow.
you know. And then it passed, and then it came back again, and then it quit raining.
There's
so.
a couple people in here. Terry, he's from Toledo. Mark is from Toledo.
Really?
You're from really kind of Toledo. Now, if you go outside and you're on something tall, can you see the buildings in Toledo?
No.
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 Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
But I seen a big, you mentioned the big steamships. There was a big vessel that came through, freighter that came through today. They showed it on the news. They opened up the, Martin Luther King Bridge. I always call it Cherry Street Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But probably going to where.
I wonder what he was bringing in.
Yeah, I don't know. What's
Probably methamphetamines.
I used to work at the Port of Toledo when I was young.
It looks interesting down there.
Yeah, they got that crane. I don't know. They still have it. It was called Big Lucas. You know, it was a big ass fucking crane, man. But that bucket was like as big as the house. You know, I remember being downside that freighter, and it's like this bucket's coming at me, man. It's like, wow, that fucker's big.
Yeah.
You know, scooping up coal, and I had to go around. This is no shit town with a big fucking 30-foot pole. I was poking chunks of coal out the I-beams and had to sweep it up into a pile.
Wow.
Yeah. I worked for a truck. It was called Will's Trucking over on Front Street by Tony Packo's, that big old hot dog place you hear about, Jamie Farr and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but crazy. But anyways,
Wow.
done a little bit of everything.
Huh. Yeah, I like Toledo. I remember there used to be a movie theater down there you could go. That was one of the first places that had reclining chairs to watch the movie.
Remember which one it was?
No, I don't. I know it wasn't too far from Moroku. Alexis. It was off Alexis.
Oh, probably, yeah. You're right. Cinema 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
There's a few of them.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Huh.
So
is that still there?
No, they bulldozed that about 4 years ago. That was on Secor in Sylvania or something.
Oh, okay.
I remember seeing Star Wars there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was there then. I took my kids there and seen the Spice Girls, because I was a good dad. I took my girls there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah, they I think they bulldozed it and put in a fucking hotel or something. I don't know.
Westgate Theater, remember that too?
Yeah, that's Westgate Theater. Yeah, Westgate Shopping Centers there at Secor and Central. They just bulldozed a lot of that here a few years ago and put in the big Costco's on that property. They kept some of the storefronts, of course, but it can't stop progress.
Right. They always seem to be working on those highways, though, going through downtown.
They was putting the expressway in when I moved to Toledo. It wasn't opened yet, and we used to have a blast playing on that fucking expressway when there wasn't no cars on it.
I'll bet, man.
Oh yeah.
Remember when, the 70s, they put a bunch of money into the downtown area, and it flopped soon thereafter. Remember that?
Michael McCorder came in on some of that too, and he thought he was going to do, help with the revitalization and all that shit. I don't think it flew over too good.
No, it didn't. It didn't last long.
Well, they picked up, I don't know what it's called. There's a place close to Water Street, it's close to the river, that is going to revamp, and I don't know. A Portside. When Portside came in, that was a big festival marketplace, and it was really nice. Really nice. It was really expensive, and now it's they took that building and they made it COSI. Science place, and I don't know, it's still going, but yeah, they build these things and then it don't go over too well.
Yeah.
But so anyways, the waterfront in Toledo, they promote that. They just put it in a big it's called some kind of a ribbon something. It's a big ice skating thing that goes fucking 4 miles or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they freeze it over in the wintertime and you can skate on it. But all the money's going to the downtown area.
Look, Gary says that Big Lucas bucket could hold 105 tons of payload.
That fucker was big, man. It scared the fuck out of me when it was coming at me. And I turned around and I had my back to it, and I didn't realize it, because it's kind of loud, but it startled me, man. It was big. That's a lot. It's big. I know it was big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was working for Will's Trucking, I think, then on Front Street. But, I was just fucking 18 or something. There used to be salt piles down there along the riverfront. I think it's on the, it's not on the down south. It's on the Front Street side. Yeah, we used to have to cover those at Will's Trucking. We got up there on them salt piles, and the tarps ripped, and we had to get up there and sew them back together. And the blade came down and did an article on us, and we looked like people out in the Sahara Desert, and you can see our silhouettes, But yeah, it's all changed, Tom. I've done a little bit of everything, but
yeah, it's hard to keep a place going now. Detroit's in the tank too.
I seen they was taking down that one plant recently. I'm not even sure. Yeah, it was one of those.
Oh, the Packer plant.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that turned out to be.
Well,
they were going to revive. A guy from a foreign country bought that, Argentina or something, and it was just one bullshit story after another.
Wow. Yeah, I think they're in the process right now, actually. I'm not quite sure. I don't keep up with it.
Yeah, they've been picking away at that forever.
I know.
I mean, they tried selling it. They say that. I know they one time before they, tried to sucker people into buying it, it was some $500 million
wow.
monies were slated for the federal government for the toxic cleanup, because all the stuff they made there all those years.
Right.
And they never did that. So God knows what's in the dirt around there,
We got a plant out here, something like that. It was called Brush Wellman, and something with beryllium or something.
Yeah.
And the property's just sitting there like fucking Chernobyl, it's all toxic, and I don't know who the fuck's going to clean it up, but
Crazy.
I remember when they sold Capital Plastics, they had to fucking come and excavate half the fucking dirt on the side of the building because they had been dumping paint and shit out there all the years, years and years ago, before, and they had to in order to sell the building, they had to clean the earth. It's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, they take it out and fucking heat it up or some shit and bring it back.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to make something to eat.
I was thinking the same thing. I was looking at it, say, wow, it's getting kind of yeah.
Yeah, tell Margot hi.
Yeah, she's in there. She wasn't retired. She's early, 7, 8 o'clock either way. I come in the bedroom and piss around, do my own little thing, but put a puzzle together or something,
Yeah.
But all right, buddy.
All right, good talking to you, Larry.
All right, sunny side up, man.
Bye, Treon. Riggs.
All
right. You guys have a good night tonight.
Gotcha, man.
And I'll probably be on tomorrow.
I'm hearing you. I might.
Hopefully they don't lose power. 50-mile-an-hour winds. God, man, I'm worried about it.
Right, it is
So
crazy.
if I'm not on, that's why.
Yeah. All right, bud.
Larry, take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye.